If you're over 60 and you've been feeling tingling, numbness, or a burning sensation in your feet or legs, especially at night, I want you to know something important. You are not imagining it. And it is not simply something you have to accept as part of getting older. According to the National Institutes of Health, peripheral neuropathy affects an estimated 20 million Americans, and the risk increases significantly after the age of 60. But here is what most people are never told. Research suggests that in many cases, the progression of this condition may be slowed, and symptoms may be meaningfully reduced without simply adding more medications to your daily routine. In this video, we are going to walk through exactly what studies from the Mayo Clinic, the National Institutes of Health, and Harvard Health suggest may actually help. And as always, please consult your doctor before making any changes to your health routine. Everything you hear today is for educational purposes only. So let's start with the basics, because understanding what is actually happening in your body is the first step toward doing something about it. Peripheral neuropathy is a condition that occurs when the peripheral nerves, the nerves that carry signals between your brain, your spinal cord, and the rest of your body, become damaged or stop functioning properly. Think of your nerves like electrical cables. When the insulation around those cables gets worn down or damaged, the signals they carry get distorted. That is what creates the sensations you may be feeling: tingling, burning, numbness, or even sharp pain, most commonly in the feet and legs. According to the Mayo Clinic, peripheral neuropathy can result from a wide range of causes, including diabetes, nutritional deficiencies, certain medications, and the natural changes that occur in the nervous system as we age. And here is the part that many people find surprising. Research suggests that identifying the underlying cause is often the most important step toward finding what may help. Now, why does this become so much more common and so much more noticeable after the age of 60? Research points to several factors that tend to converge at this stage of life. The first factor is blood sugar regulation. According to the National Institutes of Health, diabetes and prediabetes are among the leading causes of peripheral neuropathy, and the risk of developing blood sugar problems increases significantly after 60. Many people are living with elevated blood sugar for years before receiving a diagnosis, and during that time, nerve damage may already be occurring. The second factor is vitamin B12 deficiency. Mayo Clinic research indicates that B12 deficiency becomes increasingly common after 60. Partly because the stomach produces less acid with age, making it harder to absorb B12 from food. And B12 is essential for maintaining the protective coating around your nerves. Without adequate B12, that coating can deteriorate, potentially contributing directly to neuropathy symptoms. The third factor is circulation. Harvard Health research suggests that reduced blood flow to the peripheral nerves, which becomes more common with age, sedentary behavior, and cardiovascular changes, may limit the nutrients and oxygen those nerves need to function properly. And the fourth factor is certain medications. According to the Cleveland Clinic, several drugs commonly prescribed to seniors, including some cholesterol medications, certain antibiotics, and some blood pressure drugs, may contribute to peripheral nerve damage as a side effect. This is one of the most important things to discuss with your doctor if you are experiencing these symptoms. Now, before we get to what research suggests may help, I want to spend a moment on what research suggests may not be the complete answer. The most common response to peripheral neuropathy symptoms is pain management medication. And while these medications may provide relief in some cases, Mayo Clinic research indicates that they do not address the underlying cause of the nerve damage. And in some seniors, they may come with significant side effects including dizziness, cognitive fog, and increased fall risk. The second most common response is simply doing nothing, waiting, hoping it will improve on its own. Harvard Health research suggests this approach carries its own risks. When the underlying causes of neuropathy go unaddressed, the condition may progress, potentially affecting balance, gait, and the ability to detect injuries on the feet. This is a particular concern for people managing diabetes. So what does the research actually suggest may help? Let's go through it now. Approach number 1, and according to multiple research sources, potentially the most impactful for many seniors, is blood sugar management. Research from the Mayo Clinic indicates that managing blood glucose levels may be one of the most effective strategies for slowing the progression of peripheral neuropathy in people with diabetes or prediabetes. A landmark study reviewed by the National Institutes of Health found that intensive blood sugar control reduced the incidence of neuropathy by up to 60% in people with type 1 diabetes, and produced meaningful benefits for those with type 2 as well. This does not necessarily mean medication. Research suggests that dietary changes, increased physical activity, and weight management may also contribute to meaningful improvements in blood sugar regulation under medical supervision. If you have not had your blood sugar tested recently, this is one of the most important conversations you can have with your doctor. Approach number 2, vitamin B12. A study published in the National Institutes of Health database suggests that B12 deficiency, which is extremely common after 60, may contribute directly to the type of nerve damage associated with peripheral neuropathy. The good news is that this is one of the most testable and potentially correctable factors. A simple blood test can determine whether your B12 levels are within a healthy range. Research suggests that supplementation, particularly with methylcobalamin, a form of B12 that may be more bioavailable for some individuals, may help reduce neuropathy symptoms in people who are genuinely deficient. However, B12 supplementation is not a universal solution. It is most likely to help when a deficiency is actually present. This is why testing before supplementing is strongly recommended. Approach number 3, low-impact exercise. When your feet are tingling or numb, exercise may be the last thing on your mind. But Harvard Health reports that regular low-impact physical activity may improve blood flow to peripheral nerves, and that this improved circulation may support nerve function and reduce neuropathy symptoms over time. A review of studies published through the National Institutes of Health found that structured walking programs, as little as 30 minutes 3 times per week, were associated with reduced neuropathy symptoms in several groups of participants. Swimming and water aerobics were also identified as particularly well-suited options for seniors experiencing foot pain or balance issues, since they allow for meaningful cardiovascular activity without impact on the feet. As always, consult your doctor before starting any new exercise program, particularly if you have balance concerns or are managing diabetes. Approach number 4, alcohol reduction. This is one that many videos in this space skip over, but the research is clear enough that it deserves to be mentioned directly. According to the Cleveland Clinic, alcohol is a recognized direct neurotoxin, meaning it can damage peripheral nerves with sustained use. Alcoholic neuropathy is a well-documented condition. Research suggests that even moderate but regular alcohol consumption may worsen existing peripheral neuropathy in some individuals. Studies reviewed by the National Institutes of Health suggest that reducing or eliminating alcohol intake may slow the progression of alcohol-related neuropathy and may support overall nerve health even in cases where alcohol is not the primary cause. If alcohol is a regular part of your routine, this is worth an honest conversation with your doctor. Approach number 5, alpha-lipoic acid. This is one of the most studied natural compounds in the context of peripheral neuropathy. And while it is not a cure, the research is worth understanding. Alpha-lipoic acid is a naturally occurring antioxidant found in small amounts in foods like spinach, broccoli, and potatoes. Several studies reviewed by the National Institutes of Health suggest that supplementation with alpha-lipoic acid may help reduce the tingling, burning, and pain associated with peripheral neuropathy, particularly in people with diabetic neuropathy. A review published in the National Institutes of Health database examined multiple clinical trials and found that oral alpha-lipoic acid produced statistically significant reductions in neuropathy symptoms compared to placebo in several studies. However, the research also notes important caveats. Results varied across studies. Long-term safety data is still being gathered. And alpha-lipoic acid may interact with diabetes medications and thyroid conditions. This is not a supplement to start without discussing it with your doctor first, particularly if you are managing any chronic condition or taking prescription medications. Before we wrap up, everything we have covered today is based on published research and is intended to help you have a more informed conversation with your doctor. It is not a replacement for that conversation. According to the Mayo Clinic, You should contact your doctor promptly if you experience sudden onset of numbness, tingling, or weakness. Also, seek prompt evaluation for symptoms that are spreading or worsening quickly, or numbness following an injury. And contact your doctor right away for any open sores or wounds on your feet that are slow to heal, or difficulty walking, or significant changes in your balance. These symptoms require prompt medical evaluation. Please do not wait. If you have been experiencing neuropathy symptoms for more than a few weeks, a medical evaluation to identify the underlying cause is strongly recommended. Because as the research consistently shows, addressing the cause is far more likely to produce meaningful improvement than managing symptoms alone. Let's do a quick recap of what research suggests may help with peripheral neuropathy after 60. Number 1. Blood sugar management. If you have not been tested recently, ask your doctor about an A1C test. Number 2. Vitamin B12. A simple blood test can tell you if deficiency may be contributing to your symptoms. Number 3. Low-impact exercise. Walking, swimming, and gentle movement may improve blood flow to peripheral nerves. Number 4. Alcohol reduction. Research suggests this may slow progression in some individuals. Number 5. Alpha-lipoic acid. Discuss this with your doctor if you are interested in exploring supplementation. None of these are guarantees, but each one is supported by published research, and each one is worth a conversation with your doctor. If you found this video helpful, please take a moment to like it and subscribe to this channel. Every week we cover evidence-based health topics specifically for adults over 60, always citing credible sources, always recommending you work with your doctor, and always giving you the information you deserve to make informed decisions about your health. If you know someone who has been struggling with neuropathy symptoms, please share this video with them. It may be exactly what they needed to hear. We will see you in the next one.